Length of thread insert. The length of the free state is the original length of the wire thread insert when it is not subjected to external force. This length is affected by the gap between the loops. The length after installation is after the wire thread insert is installed into the threaded hole, the distance between the two ends and the two planes perpendicular to the axis. Generally speaking, the length of the thread insert generally refers to the length after installation. During the installation process, the thread insert will shrink and elongate due to the constraint of the internal thread, so the length after installation is greater than the length in the free state. Effective thread length is after the installation of the wire thread insert. The actual length of the internal thread part used for matching with the bolt. This length determines the depth of fit with the bolt and the strength of the connection. The number of spiral rings is refers to the number of spiral rings of the wire thread insert in the free state. The length of the thread insert can be determined by the number of turns, and different length specifications correspond to different turns. Nominal length is usually expressed by a combination of a coefficient and the nominal diameter of the wire thread insert, such as ED, 1.5D, etc., where D is the nominal diameter of the wire thread insert. The coefficient multiplied by the nominal diameter. For example, for a wire thread insert with a nominal diameter of 6 毫米, if its nominal length is expressed as 1.5D, its nominal length is 1.5乘6等于9 mm. The relationship between parameters, generally speaking, the length in the free state is related to the number of coils. The more the number of coils, the longer the length in the free state. The length after installation has a change relationship with the length in the free state, and the length after installation will be greater than the length in the free state, and it is related to the compression and elongation of the thread insert. The number of screw rings also has a corresponding relationship with the length after installation. Each length according to ED, 1.5D, 2D, 2.5D, 3D, etc. D is the nominal diameter of the thread insert design and production, corresponding to different screw rings, can be determined by the thread insert specification comparison table. Choice of thread insert. E. Determine the length. According to the use scenario, for connecting thin parts, you can choose a shorter thread insert, such as ED or 1.5D, for connections that require greater tension or torque, as well as connections with thicker parts. It may be necessary to select a thread insert of RD or 3D length to ensure adequate connection strength. Reference installation space. For the through hole, the length of the thread insert does not exceed the length of the hole. For blind holes, the length of the thread insert should be less than E or R turns of the depth of the blind hole, and a certain margin should be left for installation operation and to accommodate the debris that may be generated by bolt length. Generally, the length of the bolt screwed into the thread insert should be guaranteed within a certain range, and it is generally recommended that the length of the bolt screwed into the thread insert is not less than 1.5 times the diameter of the bolt. Therefore, it is necessary to choose the appropriate length of the thread insert according to the length of the bolt used to ensure that the bolt can be effectively matched with the thread insert. R. Determine the number of turns. Length conversion. Find the corresponding number of turns according to the corresponding relationship between the length and the number of turns in the thread insert specification table. According to experience or criteria, experienced users will determine the number of laps based on previous experience or refer to the relevant industry standards and specifications, which may give recommendations on the number of wire screw rings for specific application scenarios.